Have y'all heard the Nas verse? The one that everybody's all up in arms about. Speaking of arms, mind the lotion, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, so Raekwon's new album just came out. It's called The Emperor's New Clothes, right? Salute to Ray. And Nas has a verse on it. But then an alternative verse for the song. The song is called Omerta. 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 Yeah. The song is called Omerta. And Nas has a verse on it, but there's an alternate verse. And the alternate verse was leaked. Alternate version of the song was leaked with Nas's different, more venomous, more scathing, aggressive verse. And everybody assumed or speculated that he was dissing Jim Jones on that verse, and they ran with it. You know, there was some debating. Some people was like, "Nah, it's not." Blah blah blah. It could be to anybody and all of that. But you know, the story caught legs, and nobody's know. Well, nobody was sure. They've been running around. Everybody's been blogging on it. This, that, and the third. I said, let me wait. Because there's so much hip hop coming out. I didn't even get to listen to the verse good yet. But I did hear the verse. Like I said, I didn't get to listen to it good yet. So I'm not here to review the verse and all that. But Raekwon has come out and cleared the whole thing up. Raekwon went live recently. I just saw a video where a gentleman was blogging on it. I forgot I didn't save it. I don't remember the dude's name. Let me see. See if I can give him his prizops. He did the work. I can't see that from here, God. These glasses only help with stuff that's up close and not at a distance. But anyway, I'll let you know his name in a second. But Raekwon went live and he basically dispelled the whole thing. You know, he cleared it all up. He said that Nas recorded that verse about 3 months ago. The one that got leaked just now. Right? And he also said that Nas, after all of the Jim Jones smoke started kicking up all that dust, he said that Nas called him and suggested to him that he should change his verse, because with all of this Jim drama going on, people was going to think that he was dissing Jim, and that's not what he was about. Rob Markman is the person whose YouTube I saw this video on, so salute to him, right? And I don't know him. I haven't watched none of his content. I don't know how reliable of a source he was, but he used the actual footage from Raekwon's live, so I do consider Raekwon to be a reliable source on the matter. So, and he was adamant about it too. He was speaking passionately, adamantly, very matter-of-factly, no question, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no doubt, no imagination. No, he was declaring what he was saying. He wasn't saying, "Oh, I don't think he was talking about," because he like, no. The man called me himself and was like, "Niggas is gonna think this, so let me do this." You know what I mean? He's like, Nas is one of those type of people. I never worked with Nas, so I can't vouch for this. But like I said, I don't take Raekwon for a liar, right? But he's like, Nas is the type of person who will write more than one verse for a song on the spotlight. And that's very believable. I listen to the quality of lyricism that Nas gives us. Like, you know, just the way he writes makes me suspect that he writes a lot. You know what I mean? And he one of those dudes like, I heard you remember it was alternate verses to Ether, right? You know what I mean? It was a whole nother alternate version of Ether that was out. You know, he do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's not hard to believe at all. You know what I'm saying? And for the record, Raekwon is like, him and Jim is cool, and he wouldn't let Nas or anybody else shoot at somebody he cool with out his car windows. You ain't gonna get in the car with me and then come shoot at my man. That's not solid right there. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's what he said. And he's standing on that. You know what I mean? He even got to the point where he got aggressive saying it. So I'm gonna take his word for it. You know what I mean? I would like to know if y'all believe him or not. I'm telling you, I do. You know what I mean? I'm listen. Let me tell you something. When I was putting out the album the mixtape Shell Shock, all those were songs half of Shell Shock was original songs, the other half was me rapping on other dudes' beats, right? But I could remember there was a song on Shell Shock called Late Night, right? We shot a video for it and all that. You scroll down, it's one of the earliest videos on this channel. Excuse me. And when we was mixing that mixtape down, I remember taking out lines and changing lines, doing certain edits because they seemed incriminated. They sounded incriminating. They sounded like I was on these songs self-snitching about it, you know what I'm saying, about a case that I had. And I promise you that, you understand what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't the case. These songs were made way before the case happened or whatever, this, that, and the third. Second, on another note, rock filthy but not guilty. You understand what I'm saying? How I'm a snitch on myself and I'm not guilty? Answer that one. Anyway, but I heard it. You know, me and my mans, we listening to the music. We in the studio mixing. We like, yeah, we might want to. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Nah. You know what I'm saying? This was a lot more serious than a beef with another rapper. This was beef with the law. Understand what I'm saying? So, I understand that sentiment. It makes sense to me. So, for the record, you know, you could take it on face value, or you could call Ray a liar. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas come on here and say, y'all won't believe what y'all want to believe anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm rolling with Ray. Yeah. I'm going to take his word for it. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, leave us a super thanks. Or Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do, y'all. This is hard-headed anyway. Cash App tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link, which is there for those of you who would rather hear me rap than hear me yap. All the mixtapes is there from Nonviolent Rock all the way down to Shell Shock, the one I was just now talking about. You know what I'm saying? Rocking Out West, the Monster Monday songs, all of those are there. When you're writing on the walls here in the nation, use your spell checks. You know what I'm saying? Spell things right. Helter Skelter has an A and an H at the end. It's not Helter Skelter with an E and an R. It's Monster, not Monster. It's an A at the end, no ER. You know what I'm saying? Spool Camp Click. It's C-L-I-K. I know that one tricky because, you know, it's a lot of different ways to spell click. You know what I'm saying? But, before I get to the, we got merch. You know what I'm saying? It's the Metal Monster shirt. You know what I mean? This is itsmonstanation.com. That's going to be in the description too. You know what I mean? Go there, get involved with the merch and all of that. Oh yeah, back to the spellings. For the love of all things decent, it's BCC, not BBC. Pause, protesters. Get your ass out of here. Rest of y'all.
Welcome to the nation. I am your host, your president, your tour guide, Mr. Monster Man Rocco. I'm the landlord, the owner, tenant, the janitor. I mops the damn floor. Let's go. I'm one of the realest you ever gon' see. I ain't come here to lie to you. Niggas done with a lie to you. I get Beanie Siegel's first album, or Paul Pierce even, they are the truth. I'm sick and tired of you comical when I'm not in the mood for jokes. You are not a goon, not a shooter, or a rider. You shoot off your mouth and you be riding dudes, cock for loot, dude, that's a prostitute. I've been watching you wildin', I promise you. Y'all gon' lose horrible. Spit that garbage to y'all in the hospital, or they try getting to prosecute. Y'all are your own biggest obstacles. Your obstacle ones cause they shot at you. My dudes will barbecue, body you, bird, but you bring cops with you, so what it's really gon' be.